Okay, so another option for your cube, although your cube could just be smooth. You don't have to do any of this, but if you want to, you can take a pencil and kind of lay out a drawing and then you could carve it. A line drawing isn't going to show up so much, especially after we glaze it, but you can see I can take my pencil here and look, I can kind of pull clay away from that background, right? And then, I can even push clay around to kind of model some grooves that come out at you, right, on this trunk. So you see how I'm using the edge of that pencil to just kind of push around, and then I can also use pencil to kind of accentuate or draw, right? And we draw with pencils. You can't, right, you're not gonna be able to do this with charcoal, but you could do it with pencil. I'm using the pencil more as a carving tool than I am as a drawing tool. See how I'm taking the clay away from the background so the tree becomes raised? So again, this is an option, just as building on the side of your piece, of your cube is an option. Remember, probably one of the hardest things to do is to make a really nice, smooth cube, right? Like that's really difficult. So if you want to focus on that, that's fine. One thing with carving is you want it to be this nice leather hard, so the clay kind of peels away from there really nicely. And you also want to make sure you made it kind of thick because if you're carving and you go through, that actually could be cool, but right now I'm actually relying on some of this trapped air to kind of hold this form together or hold it from collapsing because it's not really quite dry enough to be doing this. So you have to really pay attention to it in that respect. Understand that the clay wants timing, right? It wants to be the perfect dryness for each kind of step that you're doing. So I'm just kind of working the idea of this tree in here. It could keep going, it could wrap around, it could whatever. But you have a lot of options at this point with your cube. So I just wanted to make those available to you and make you aware of them. All right.